right now, stand by! Let's get them back for Dunkirk!
Before modern war films existed, The Longest Day brought D-Day to the screen on an unprecedented scale. By showing every side of the invasion, it redefined how history could be told through cinema. Number 1. The Longest Day was one of the largest war films ever produced at the time. The movie featured thousands of extras. Many of them were actual soldiers. Entire military units were used during filming. Real military equipment filled the beaches and towns. The production recreated D-Day on an unprecedented scale. Multiple countries were involved in filming. Scenes were shot in France and England. Massive sets were constructed to match real locations. The goal was authenticity through sheer size. The film aimed to show the invasion from every angle. No single character dominated the story. The scale was meant to reflect the enormity of the event. Audiences had never seen anything like it. The film felt more like history than entertainment. This ambition set it apart immediately. Its scope became legendary in cinema history. Number 2. The film tells the story of D-Day from many viewpoints. American soldiers are only one part of the narrative. British and Canadian forces are also highlighted. French resistance fighters play an important role. Even German soldiers are shown preparing for invasion. This approach was rare at the time. Most war films focused on one side only. The Longest Day chose balance instead. Each perspective adds context to the invasion. The story jumps between locations constantly. This creates a sense of global coordination. Viewers understand how massive the operation was. The invasion feels complex and chaotic. No single group controls the outcome. Victory depends on cooperation. This storytelling method felt revolutionary. It influenced future historical epics. Number 3. The Longest Day featured one of the biggest casts in Hollywood history. Dozens of famous actors appeared in the film. Many had small but memorable roles. Big stars often appeared for only a few minutes. This was done to emphasize history over character fame. Actors agreed to reduced roles willingly. The film became a showcase of talent. International stars were included as well. This helped appeal to global audiences. Casting reflected the multinational invasion. Viewers constantly recognized familiar faces. This created excitement and credibility. The film felt like a historical event itself. No actor overshadowed the story. Star power supported realism rather than drama. This casting strategy was highly unusual. It became part of the film's legacy. Number 4. The filmmakers placed extreme importance on historical accuracy. Military historians were consulted throughout production. Real battle plans were carefully studied. Troop movements were recreated as closely as possible. Uniforms matched specific units and ranks. Weapons were chosen based on actual battlefield use. Dialogue was kept short and practical. Soldiers communicated using authentic commands. Strategic mistakes were included intentionally. Confusion was shown as part of reality. Weather conditions were respected rather than dramatized. Landing zones were geographically accurate. Timelines followed real invasion sequences. The film avoided fictional heroics. Events unfolded based on documented history. Accuracy was valued over emotional exaggeration. This commitment gave the film credibility. Number 5. Actual military forces assisted with the production. Soldiers were used as extras in many scenes. Real training techniques were demonstrated on set. Military advisors supervised action sequences. Equipment was handled according to regulations. Troops helped coordinate large-scale movements. Authentic formations were maintained during battles. This reduced the need for cinematic staging. The presence of real soldiers added discipline. Crowd scenes felt controlled yet chaotic. Actors learned directly from military professionals. Orders were delivered with realism. Marching and positioning were accurate. Timing was strictly enforced. This support grounded the film in reality. The battlefield scenes felt believable. Few films had this level of cooperation. Number 6. The film was shot almost entirely in black and white. This choice gave it a documentary feel. Color was avoided to enhance realism. The visuals resemble wartime newsreels. Audiences felt like they were watching history unfold. The lack of color removed cinematic glamour. Focus shifted to movement and action. Smoke and explosions felt harsher in monochrome. Shadows became more dramatic. Faces appeared more serious and worn. The style reinforced the seriousness of the subject. It also helped unify multiple storylines. Transitions between locations felt smoother. The tone remained consistent throughout. Black and white added authenticity. It separated the film from typical war dramas. The visual choice became iconic. Number 7. The filmmakers wanted the movie to feel factual rather than dramatic. Scenes often play out without musical cues. The camera observes instead of dramatizing. Action unfolds naturally without emphasis. Characters enter and exit scenes quickly. The story avoids emotional manipulation. Events feel procedural and grounded. Dialogue is minimal and functional. There are no long speeches. Silence is frequently used. This mirrors real military operations. The audience becomes an observer. History is presented without commentary. The film trusts viewers to understand events. This approach was unusual for its time. It blurred the line between film and documentary. The result felt educational and immersive. Number 8. The production involved multiple countries. Filming took place across Europe. Governments assisted with logistics. Different nations supported different scenes. This mirrored the real Allied cooperation. Language differences were respected on screen. Actors spoke their native languages. Subtitles were used when necessary. This increased authenticity. The invasion felt truly multinational. Cultural details were preserved carefully. Each army was portrayed distinctly. British and American styles differed clearly. French resistance scenes added depth. German defenses were shown realistically. The international effort strengthened the narrative. Few films had attempted this scale before. Number 9. The film became one of the earliest major D-Day movies. It introduced many viewers to the invasion. For years, it defined how D-Day was remembered on screen. Schools used it as a teaching tool. Veterans appreciated its respectful tone. It shaped public understanding of the event. The film emphasized coordination over heroics. Sacrifice was shown as collective. Individual glory was minimized. The invasion felt overwhelming and complex. This portrayal influenced future filmmakers. D-Day became a serious subject in cinema. Later films built upon its foundation. It remained the reference point for decades. The film preserved historical memory. Its impact extended beyond entertainment. D-Day cinema began with this film. Number 10. Audiences were struck by the film's seriousness. Viewers felt they were witnessing real history. The scale left many overwhelmed. Critics praised its ambition. The pacing demanded attention. There were no easy emotional moments. The film required patience. Viewers followed multiple storylines closely. This increased engagement. The experience felt educational. Many saw it multiple times. Discussion followed each viewing. The film encouraged reflection. It avoided sensationalism. Respect was its core message. Audiences responded to that honesty. Its impact lingered long after viewing. Number 11. The film influenced how war stories were told for decades. It proved audiences could handle complex narratives. War films no longer needed a single hero. Ensemble storytelling became more acceptable. Filmmakers studied its structure closely. The multi-perspective approach inspired later epics. Historical accuracy became more valued. Large-scale realism gained importance. Serious tone replaced romanticized combat. War was treated as a logistical event. Coordination became a storytelling focus. Later films adopted similar pacing. Documentary elements grew more common. Spectacle alone was no longer enough. Authentic detail became a selling point. The film raised expectations permanently. War cinema matured because of it. Number 12. Modern war films owe much to this classic. Later directors expanded on its foundation. Technology allowed greater visual intensity. However, the core storytelling remains similar. Multiple viewpoints are now standard. Realism is expected by audiences. Serious tone has become the norm. Emotional restraint is widely used. Large casts are more common. Number 13. The film has long been used as an educational tool. Teachers used it to explain D-Day. Military historians referenced its accuracy. Students gained visual context. Complex operations became easier to understand. The film illustrates coordination clearly. Geography is shown accurately. Timelines are easy to follow. Different forces are distinguished well. Tactical decisions are visible. Mistakes are included honestly. Victory feels earned through effort. The film encourages discussion. It sparks interest in real history. Viewers often research further. Learning continues beyond the screen. Few films balance education and entertainment so well. Number 14. The film still works because it respects its audience. It does not rush its story. The pacing allows events to breathe. Characters serve history rather than drama. The visuals remain effective. Black and white never feels outdated. Dialogue stays natural and restrained. Emotional moments are subtle. The tone remains consistent. No scene feels exaggerated. The focus stays on cooperation. Stakes feel real throughout. Modern viewers still engage deeply. Number 15. The film is widely considered a definitive D-Day movie. It occupies a unique place in cinema history. Few films attempt its scope today. It balances scale and restraint. Respect for history guides every choice. The film avoids unnecessary drama. It honors all sides involved. Nationality never overshadows humanity. Sacrifice is shared collectively. The story feels universal. Generations continue to discover it. Repeat viewings reveal new details. Its craftsmanship remains impressive. The message remains clear. War is shown as complex and costly. Its relevance endures across time. The film remains essential viewing.